hidden text. The air was thick with dust, the scent of old parchment clinging to the silence. Eleanor Nightshade stepped carefully through the towering bookshelves of the abandoned library, her fingers tracing the spines of forgotten tomes. The candle in her hand flickered as if the shadows themselves were breathing. This place had been untouched for centuries, so why did she feel as if someone, or something, was watching her? She pressed forward, heart pounding, until her fingers brushed against a section of the wall that felt different. Hollow. With a determined push, a panel slid open, revealing a hidden chamber. And inside, resting on a pedestal of stone, lay a single book. Its cover was unmarked, its pages blank. But Eleanor knew better. This was no ordinary book. Eleanor flipped through the pages, frustration growing as they remained stubbornly empty. But as she turned toward the moonlit window, something astonishing happened. Words began to shimmer across the parchment, glowing gold beneath the pale light. Letters formed, rearranged, and vanished again before she could fully grasp them. This was no ordinary ink. This was something ancient. Something magical. Her pulse quickened. She needed help. The next morning, Eleanor rode into town, the book wrapped carefully in cloth. She found Professor Alvin Graves in his study, surrounded by towering stacks of books. A hidden text, he murmured, adjusting his spectacles. Fascinating. Let me see. As he held the book up to the light, a flicker of recognition crossed his face, too quick for Eleanor to catch. You'll need a linguist, he finally said, voice carefully measured. Someone who understands codes. Eleanor already knew just the person. Lucas Calloway had always been gifted with languages, but as he examined the shifting words, even he frowned in concentration. These aren't just ancient letters, he murmured. They're layered. Like a cipher within a cipher. He pulled out his notebook, scribbling symbols furiously. If we can decode the first layer, we might uncover the hidden message beneath. But as he worked, an eerie sensation settled over Eleanor. It felt as though the book was watching them. Madame Belladonna's bookshop smelled of lavender and ink, the air heavy with secrets. She listened in silence as Eleanor explained their discovery. Finally, she sighed. Some texts are hidden for a reason. Eleanor hesitated. Do you know this book? Belladonna's dark eyes bore into hers. I know that knowledge can be a burden. If you seek its truth, be prepared for its price. The words sent a chill down Eleanor's spine. But she had already decided. There was no turning back. Professor Graves unearthed an old myth, a tale of the shadow scribe, a mysterious figure who encrypted his writings to protect a dangerous secret. No one has ever fully deciphered his work, he admitted. Some believe his words hold power beyond mere knowledge. Eleanor's fingers tightened on the book. The more she learned, the more she wondered, was she uncovering history, or awakening something better left undisturbed? Lucas cracked the first cipher by moonlight, revealing a single phrase. Seek the mirrors where truth is reversed. Eleanor's breath caught. The ancient library had a hall of mirrors. Was that where the next clue lay? They returned to the library, where Eleanor pressed her palm against an old mirror. The glass shimmered, rippling like water. A hidden door creaked open, revealing a dark passage beyond. The walls were lined with mirrors, but instead of their reflections, they saw symbols glowing in the darkness. A whisper filled the air. "Turn back." Eleanor swallowed hard. She stepped forward. As they moved deeper, the symbols on the book's pages began to fade, as if the passage was erasing them. Lucas' eyes widened. "It's reacting to the place. We need to move quickly." But Eleanor hesitated. If the text was disappearing, what did that mean for the truth it held? They reached the end of the passage, where an inscription on the wall revealed a terrifying truth. To read is to release. To speak is to awaken. Professor Graves paled. This is no ordinary knowledge. This is a prophecy. Eleanor felt a cold dread settle over her. What had they uncovered? A mist swirled around them, forming the shape of a figure, an ancient scribe, his hollow eyes watching them. "You should not have come," the ghostly voice warned. "This knowledge is not meant for mortal minds." Eleanor stood her ground. "Then why did you leave it behind?" The figure did not answer. Instead, he pointed at the book. "Choose wisely." Before they could react, footsteps echoed in the passage. Shadows moved in the distance, figures cloaked in black. "The silent watchers," Graves whispered. "They protect forbidden knowledge." They ran. Back in the library, Lucas quickly worked on the next cipher, translating an ancient phrase. "Under the waning moon, the truth is seen." As the moon shifted, letters glowed, revealing the name of a lost city. Eleanor's hands trembled. They had unlocked something far bigger than she had imagined. Graves hesitated. "Maybe we should stop." Eleanor turned to him, confused. "You wanted this knowledge." His eyes darkened. "I already know its cost." The words in the book were no longer just words. They were spells. Commands. Eleanor whispered one. The air crackled with energy. The silent watchers hesitated. They feared the book. One final phrase remained. Lucas deciphered it, breathless. To know is to change reality. Eleanor's mind reeled. If they spoke the last words, they could alter the world. The silent watchers attacked. Eleanor used the book's power to push them back, but the energy burned through her veins. She couldn't control it. She looked at Lucas, at Graves, at the book. Then, with trembling hands, she closed it. Some truths were too powerful to be known. Together, they returned the book to its resting place, sealing the passage with a spell. The silent watchers vanished. The knowledge was safe. As they walked away, Madame Belladonna's voice echoed in Eleanor's mind. Wisdom is not in knowing everything, but in knowing when to let go. Eleanor smiled. She understood now. Some magic is meant to remain hidden. Moral of the story. True wisdom is not just about discovering secrets but knowing which ones should never be revealed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more magical short stories and cartoons.